Yo, what's up? We're back with the Whatitdo. I'm here with one of the hottest entrepreneurs there is, period. Punk ass. Inventor of the tap out line. Why don't you talk to the people for a second?
Yeah, we're out here at Magic, just trying to kill it. I think we got a lot of energy out here this week, and we got a lot of. It was a good weekend for us, you know. I know that we're coming off a bad year. I mean, not us personally. We had a great year, but you know, the world as a whole had a bad year, and we did pretty decent. We rose above our numbers from the year before. We just keep on this growth pattern, and I'm really looking up to this next coming year. I think we want to set the trend for what's good this year. We did in January, we did our second best month ever in the history of our company, and so we're just going to stay with that trend, just keep pushing hard and doing what we do.
Right. I see people everywhere wearing your clothing. When I'm working out at the gym, they're wearing it in there. I see people, martial artists, bike riders. What makes your line so globally accepted?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do, I got to give a lot of credit where credit's due, and that's, you know, the people that are building the Ultimate Fighting Championship, which our clothing is kind of based around mixed martial arts. And the guys that are building the UFC, they have a lot of momentum going right now. It's a key sport. The brand is growing, the sport's growing, it's growing globally. I mean, they're doing a show this weekend in Australia, another one in Abu Dhabi in April. They've been in Germany last year, late last year, you know, 2 times in Canada this year. So, I mean, it's going to be huge, and we're kind of somewhat riding that wave while creating our own tidal wave at the same time.
Right. So how does it feel to actually be on a tidal wave? Because I know you started this as a grassroots type of company. How does it feel to actually be riding that wave right now?
It's surreal, you know, and people talk about, and I'm sure, you know, only like, you know, maybe musicians or actors or actresses might be able to relate to this. But, you know, you start out with a dream, and we literally started with nothing. And my partner, who was actually killed last year in a car accident, and my other partners that we have in Tap Out now. I mean, we started with nothing, and we grew this company without anybody's money, just pushing, selling shirts, and then using that money to buy more shirts. And so it's a dream come true for us, and we're living it one day at a time. We always know where we came from. You know, we still respect where we came from. And that's why we're out here every day. You know, I don't feel like I'm not one of those guys who's going to be disconnected from my brand and not show up and not shake hands and meet and greet and talk to the people that are buying our stuff. I want to meet those people and make sure that, you know, the brand is still going in the same direction we want it to go.
That's what it do. And what advice do you have for like up and coming entrepreneurs that have a dream and they're trying to follow their dreams?
You know, I mean, a lot of it is, you know, a lot of it's cliche, and I know it, and they probably heard it from a lot of other people, but, you know, it's really about, you know, just focusing on what you want and realizing that, you know, no one's going to tell you that you can't do it, and that you just keep, you know, pushing forward, because there's so many reasons not to do it, and people will find 1,000 reasons why you can't, but I tell everybody, man, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And it's not easy. It's not an easy track. It's hard as hell to get to where we were. I mean, I've been on the curb. I mean, there were times where I've thrown every piece of furniture out in our office, out in the parking lot. Wow. You know, I was crying like a 3-year-old kid on the curb, just trying to figure out how we were going to get past the situation. And then you just wake yourself up and you go, hey man, pull your bootstraps up, get up, and stop feeling sorry for yourself. And you figure it out. You know, there's always a way around everything. There's always you just have to open your eyes and look for that way. And if a wall came up, we just had to figure out how to get around it. So everybody has bad times, and when you realize that, you know, the faster you realize that everybody can have bad times, but there's always a way to get out of that hole, then, you know, the better, and you just keep moving forward. And that's what we've done.
And that's the Whatitdo. Punk ass. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks for your line.
Keep doing it.
Keep it true. We're back with the Whatitdo. I'm here with Andy Scott from UFC. Brand new clothing line based on a whole wrestling situation. You guys are seeing it everywhere. I'm really amazed at all the different types of products that you guys are manufacturing these days. When did you guys take on this whole wide variety of manufacturing?
Yeah, a few years ago we really tried to make it a more of a brand extension from the actual fighting, and with all the figurines, all the gear, the gloves, headgear, all that sort of stuff, and then the apparel line behind us, you know, it's certainly taken off. Everyone loves the logos and the branding.
Yeah, I love the logos, I love the branding, I love the backpacks. But my favorite is the championship belts.
Yeah.
Now everybody can have a championship belt, whether they fight or not.
You can look like GSP, or you can look like Anderson Silva, or any of those, any of the heavyweight, any of the champions. Pretty cool.
Are they the exact replicas or a smaller version?
Yeah, just a smaller version, just a little mock-up of them, I suppose. I mean, but you know, they're replicas.
Right. So how are the action figures and the little rings and stuff, the toys? How's the toy line doing with the children?
The toy line's doing fantastic. The good thing about the UFC is that the brands are internally as well with the fighters. The fighters themselves are brands. So you know, once they become popular, whether they're a champion or whether they're or just a marketable commodity, the kids want them. If it's GSP, if it's Anderson Silva, if it's Brock Lesnar, Randy Couture, any of those guys, Chuck Liddell, well, the kids want them.
Who's your favorite fighter in action figure form?
My favorite fighter?
In action figure form, not necessarily your favorite fighter, but for action figures.
I'll have to say GSP from Canada. He's awesome.
Oh yeah?
Awesome.
That's Whatitdo. It's my man Scott from UFC. And make sure you get out and get some of their products. Any products you recommend?
UFC products. Whatitdo.com.
That's the Whatitdo. Can I get you to say that's the Whatitdo?
That's the Whatitdo.
UFC.
UFC.
Peace.
Cheers.